everyone. How are we doing tonight? Oh, XO, you're already in the stream. Making sure my echo doesn't go off with that. How's your night going, man? Excuse me as I clear my throat after I turn on the mic for some reason. Always a fun sign. There we go. So that's right, we are back on Super Mario 35. This is actually a recap of what I thought was one of the most insane captures that I got. Unfortunately, this is not me playing. As you can see, it's Kazoo. Oh, good, thanks. Awesome. Hey, we're going to test out the stream latency tonight. I don't know how many people just watch my streams and lurk, but tonight I'm going to try something different. After we're done with Mario 35, I want to try and see if we can get a live game going between us, between me and the viewers. So we're going to try that out later on tonight. So if you're streaming from a mobile device, you might want to have either another device next to you if you want to play along with me later on tonight. You should be able to play with any cell phone or mobile device or anything that can get to a website. It's Jackbox Games, so if you guys are familiar with Jackbox Games, I'm going to try that out tonight. If anything, we'll have some fun doing it. I've got my device ready to go. So, yeah. That's what I got going on tonight. Of course, if the mood strikes me as well, we should be doing some more retro stuff. I don't know if I'll get back to the TurboGrafx CD tonight or not. I've been playing a lot more retro games here. See how insane this is? And the fact this guy can survive for more than 2 seconds without a star is just the reason why I was not the best at this game, but by the end I wasn't too bad at it. I do miss this game though. This was the game for a while that I started playing it just to blow off some steam for about 15 minutes after I got off of work. I come home. This would be the game I wanted to play. I've already tried Pac-Man 99. It's not cutting it as well as this did. This is gonna be a topic of conversation until either Nintendo's never gonna bring this back, but I hope that they do. Look at that. Takes 2 steps and 12 more Lakitus come right out at him. Again, this is a recap from something I did show last week. This is all previously captured footage. I am live, but right now the gameplay is not as we get started. Some interesting video game news throughout the week as well we can talk about. The big thing is, yes, the PlayStation 5 is still something that is eluding me. Well, okay, I can say this. If price was no object, I can get one off of eBay today. Possibly with even next day shipping, I don't know. Look at how insane that is. I think I'm hearing that the audio was a bit delayed off of that, sorry. So yeah, that was an insane run with all the Lakitus in there, but now let's go to something fresh. Let's go ahead and this is where we left off. I hear that, okay. I'm hearing it twice for some reason. Hopefully you guys aren't hearing it twice. I'm listening to the music now. So this is, again, when I was sick a couple weeks ago, when this was still on the store, I recorded a lot of this footage because I was able to play and power right through it. So we'll see. Last time I had a couple of first place with this one. And not sure if I'm going to get that now. Look at how many people just instantly, 5 people are out. It's not that 5 people couldn't get connected, it's instantly 5 people died. They got hit by the first Goomba. Which, yes, has happened to me before, and it's incredibly ridiculous when it does happen. But I think by the time we got done with this game, I had a... Yeah, see, stupid mistake there. By the time I was, this game was done, I think I was getting... I think I was just starting to get decent at it to put up a fair fight against some of the more experienced players. I thought I was more average when I played this, but the rankings kind of beg to differ. Hey, Kiru Godzilla, welcome to the stream. Have I played Spider-Man on the Atari 2600? I have not. Didn't know Spider-Man was on there. I played Superman. And I've played, I'm trying to think if there's any other superhero games on there besides Spider-Man. Is it a homebrew title, or is it something that came out right at the very beginning? Let's do some research. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a Spider-Man can. Well, of course I didn't do it. Sorry. And after a while I did find myself, oh, that was cheap, I didn't get my one-up like I wanted. So the key to this game was to get a lot of coins as early as you possibly could. And that could usually... Oh no, I see it's used on eBay. I actually did not know that I didn't know this was a game. Because I'd never played it before. There's a ton of Atari games I actually don't know about. Is it any good? I will say one of my criticisms of Super Mario 35 is that it was, for the most part, this is going to be an exception to the rule here, because I think this is coin challenge mode, it looks like. Which would let you play more than the first 2 levels, but really, the first 2 or 3 levels is all this game would loop in the original 35-player mode. See, now that I've killed Lakitu, that thing's going to start multiplying, and they're going to start sending that. You're going to see Lakitu get sent to a whole bunch of other people. By the time it gets back to me, I guarantee you there's a ton that just start getting sent right back to me. That didn't work out. Nope, nothing in there. So yes, I'm very sad this game got delisted. I can actually still access it on the Switch, and it says, sorry, this service is no longer available. Thank you for your continued interest. And I'm assuming, you know what that does to you? I'm assuming that eventually, if people are still trying to access that a lot, they will probably take note of... Again, I don't expect to see this game come back. I kind of hope it does, but I kind of hope that they go with like a Super Mario Bros. 3 35. I think this would probably be the only one I would buy DLC to. Because I saw that the Pac-Man one already has a bunch of DLC with it. But they can bring this back and then add Super Mario Bros. 3 and have people pay like $4 or $5 to access it. Oh, that's not going to be good. He's going to hit me. Oh, somehow narrowly avoided that one. Because I can see maybe even Super Mario Bros. 2. That would be kind of strange. I don't know how well that one would fare. Super Mario Bros. 3 for sure. Oh, come on, I know where that coin box is. Why am I one off? But I will say, I have since gone back and tried to play Super Mario Bros. 1. Oh, there he is. There he is. He's coming to get me. Lakitu. But anyway, I've gone back and tried to play Super Mario Bros. 1 since this game has been delisted. And I'm not kidding you. The, ooh, I'm trying to get up there. Oh, he just disappeared. And the physics are weird, are off. They're not this game does not use the same physics. In my opinion, they fixed the physics in this game, but I'm assuming it was something they had to do to adjust for how many enemies you would have. But in the first game, I don't like the physics in that game, so I really find that game more frustrating than fairly challenged. I mean, yeah, obviously, everyone has to deal with the same physics, but it just wasn't as well done in the first game. They did a much better job on yeah. See, this one, I'm probably in coin challenge mode, which is allowing me to choose whichever. So let's see here. Get the helmet, dude. See, and that's the thing, I should remember what these things are called. Hey, Ring Fit, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the donation, I appreciate that. I'll read your comment here in just a second. I was about to look something up and I'll forget. But don't worry, I'll get back to your comment. Hang on. I already forgot. Hang on. It's going to take me a second. I was going to look up. I have no idea. Okay, never mind. It left. Hi everyone, how are you doing tonight? Did you hear about the fatal design flaw in every single PS4? Yes, I did, and I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's intentional. Because the PlayStation 4, basically, in order to keep playing your PlayStation 4 titles, they want you to upgrade to a PS5, even 10 years down the road. So yes, I did hear about the fatal design flaw. Does anyone want to try explaining it? Because I don't know if I remember exactly what causes it, but I know what it does, what the results are in the end. Somebody was talking about it on online, and that's how I figured out about it. And I'm pretty sure it's weird to see all the flying fish come in this level. I'm actually in 4th now. Holy cow. That went quick, and all I'm trying to do is just I'm trying to get to a point where I actually beat the game. Oh no. Now see, here's what would happen. Okay, at least I got a star. I'd get stuck there, and then it would give me no help at all. It'd keep giving me mushrooms or something. And I get stuck there with a hammer burrow. Ooh, I almost slid right off the cliff there. Yeah, so basically the PlayStation... correct me if I'm wrong here. Basically, the PS4 has a time clock battery, which is not an uncommon practice to have in your system. Every laptop, a computer, up until recent times, will still have one in one way, shape, or form. But the problem with this one is, when the battery dies, it takes your system with you pretty much, because it can't set the system clock, and if it doesn't have access to a PlayStation server, it's going to brick it. So that was the, yeah, this is not looking good. This is my last one. Yeah, it gives me a mushroom. And there's another hammer burrow up there, so this is probably where I'm going to eat it. Yep, and he jumps at the same time I do. So I could just try to ride it out and just stay right there. Because the timer, for some reason, has not started it. There it is. Right there, and I die. Hey, Jet Screamer, welcome to the stream. So we're gonna obviously see who was better than me in this. We'll see, I had no chance. That guy had 270 coins. This guy's 180. And they're way farther back in the game than me. This guy is on the same level. I wonder who's gonna end up finishing the game, is my big thing. So this is the coin challenge mode, so that's why you're seeing levels other than the first two. And of course, all of the, I don't know if this is Japanese or Chinese writing, sorry, I'm not a language expert. I was gonna say, that guy's gonna go right into Lakitu. Lakitu, I choose you! Ooh. Narrowly avoided the Bowser, the Koopa. Getting used to that there. Very, very, I'll say, upset about the PlayStation 4. Who is the genius at it? That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure it's a planned obsolescence thing. Sony's gonna have a hard time convincing me they didn't do that on purpose. Because the optimal way for you to continue to play your PlayStation 4 games will be on the PlayStation 5. And then if they come out with a PlayStation 6, and they're gonna continue supporting backwards compatibility, it's just gonna force people to upgrade. I don't know if they had an issue when they went to the PlayStation 3, that if they thought when they went from PlayStation 2 to PlayStation 3, if that was part of the issue why people were still holding on to their PlayStation 2s instead of upgrading. I would say there were some other issues, for example, the high price point. But anyway, otherwise, I don't really see... It's a planned obsolescence thing, it's gotta be. That's my opinion. And yes, that is completely... Let's see, the battery dies, you can't play your games without first reconnecting to Sony servers for the PS4 trophies. Yeah, that's exactly right. Now, the good news is, if the PlayStation 3 was any indicator, it'll take until the PlayStation 6 comes out before we all run into an issue. That battery should last up until that time anyway. But, then yeah, the problem is, all these games that we purchased on disc that we thought we were going to be able to keep forever, that's partially why some of us bought the disc and the digital copies. And there were some people who bought the, just the physical copies only because they wanted to keep the games for as long as they basically own the disc, and yeah, that's turning out not to be the case. But if you remember, Sony made Sony was making the argument at the beginning of this last generation that digital games need to be the future, but Microsoft actually did, and when they saw the huge negative crowd reaction, Sony immediately backed off and said, and I think that might come back to bite them because who was that guy? I want to say Ken, but I don't think it's Ken, who was their then presentation guy at E3, said that if you buy a game for the PlayStation 4, you don't need to connect to a server to re-authenticate your games. You can buy it, trade it, or keep it forever, is what they said. So I guess you can still keep the game forever, but you won't be able to play it forever. I think we're going to see the end. As long as no one dies real quick, we should be able to see someone beat Super Mario Bros. 35 in here, even though I've already died. Very glad you went to Xbox, Sony is flake. Well, and that's the thing, every time Microsoft gets ahead or does good things with the Xbox, they immediately just stop doing good things. Like, it's not like they revert back, it's just... I was actually reminded of that when someone was talking about how the Xbox 360 really gave the PS3 a run for its money at the beginning, but as soon as they like won against Sony, they immediately backed off and just like, you know what, we're good, we don't need to do anymore. And I kind of feel like that it's only when they're behind the gun, when Microsoft really feels like they have to innovate or do something creative with their brand. And right now, too, they're still struggling to get exclusives. Sony was really, has really been, again, they acquired Insomniac Games, so Microsoft's going after game studios because Sony's been doing it for years. And it's, I don't know. I'm saying a lot of different things here, so if you guys aren't following, I'm trying to come up with a nice way of saying I'm faulting both. I'm faulting Nintendo is a huge fault as well. They're living off of the nostalgic past right now. And the only thing they're changing is making things handheld with the Switch. And they are content porting every old game to this system that they can for maximum profits before they'll actually start developing new games. So here's the problem. Everybody is now high and mighty and comfortable except for Microsoft. Microsoft is behind the guns, so everyone is kind of, I think, complacent. And right now, I think that's where they can be. People were asking me, people have asked me in the past, what do I think about the Switch Pro? I don't think it's going to happen this year, guys. I really don't. Nintendo's sales are still on fire. It makes no sense for them to kill the sales of the Switch because they're I guess still selling out. And it only became that thing when the chip shortage hit after the pandemic. When things start calming down, or just before things start calming down. Right now, that chip shortage that's going on, guys, it's still going on. And I don't think Nintendo is going to release the console if there's a chip shortage. Because only they get to determine how scarce the product is. If it's determined for them, I don't think they'll release it. Because yes, Nintendo does, it's been proven in the past. They create a false scarcity by bottlenecking the supply to increase the demand to make it more appealing. It's like, oh, there are empty store shelves everywhere. We're making them as fast as we can. We'll get them to you. I don't think Nintendo truly wants to be behind the gun trying to secure parts for that. So I honestly think that they're not going to release the Switch Pro until they can secure the number of parts they want to produce the console. And again, we're not even 5 years in with the Switch, guys. Every console, even the Wii U, had 5 years on the market before the Switch. So we could see a spring 2022 release. I just don't think they're going to do it this holiday. There's no incentive to, as long as they're record-breaking sales. They don't have to wait till the sales drop off completely, but they should wait. The only reason why I really think the only reason why people are really gunning for the Switch and they're saying, oh, it's going to happen this year, is because I heard about a Switch Pro before the Switch came out. It's something for people to talk about. Media outlets get a hold of this and they realize it gets a lot of clicks when they do stories about a Switch Pro and rumors and things like that, because everyone wants to hear a rumor about the next console. But I think it's more blown out of proportion by the hype And Nintendo's going to do whatever they want anyway. They could release it tomorrow and prove me wrong. I mean, honestly, not to prove me wrong because they don't know who I am, but they could definitely do that. So anyway, this all started with the PlayStation 4, and I haven't read any of the comments in there, so... Just did your VR. Still think it's dumb that your PS4, unless Sony does something, becomes a paperweight. And that's another thing, too. This could be patched out in an update. So as of right now, that has to do with trophies and everything. Maybe when they go to shut down the store, they'll come out with a patch and say, this is for legacy support. If any of you guys are still using your consoles, they could do that. But you have to let Sony know. Do not be silent. Let Sony know this is something you are not okay with. Absolutely get whatever it takes for you to motivate you. I don't want to say you should get mad or angry. Just basically said, hey, Sony, I will not buy a PlayStation 5 if it has an expiration date attached to it to where I can't power it on like no other console ever has. I still don't know what the PSN shutdown for PS3 is going to look like. Seriously, what is that going to look like in the next few years? I'm sorry, in the next few months. When they shut down the PS3 store, I think we're going to get a hint of what we can expect to see with the PlayStation 4 shutdown when it impendingly happens. So right now, what they're talking about is a future issue. Is an issue for another day. Somebody else will deal with it in the future. Everyone who's at Sony right now will not be the ones who make the decision. I remember that. That was some of the biggest boo hockey I've ever seen. Alright, well, we're definitely going to spectate and see who is better than me to beat 7. Whoops, sorry about that. Alright, let's see here. He's done that last when it comes. So, when the PS6 is released, you'll have to throw away every game for your PS4 for it. Well, and here's something that may be some comforting thought for you, Ring Fit, is that right now, the PlayStation... Who am I thinking of? The PlayStation 5 has backwards compatibility to PlayStation 4. I really think, and I've said this before, but let me summarize more coherently now, that I think that Sony's response is going to be, if they have like a 99% compatibility rate with the PlayStation 5, or maybe even a 95%, they're going to say, just use the PlayStation 5. You don't need to, like, for example, there's no reason for me to play any original PlayStation games on an original PlayStation. There's no reason for me to do that. Other than blind nostalgia. I can just have a PlayStation 2 and it'll play almost all PlayStation 1 games. And it'll play them better than the original PlayStation could play them. So there's no reason for me to go back except for, like I said, because I'm that kind of person. And yes, it would irritate me if all of a sudden the PlayStation 1 quit working and I would be forced to use my PlayStation 2. I don't think that the company should be making me make that decision. But I really think that's going to be their response for now until the PlayStation 5 becomes the best-selling console ever, and then they might release a patch for the PS4 and say, okay, for those 5% of games that don't work on the PlayStation 5, you can have it. But for now, yeah, it's definitely a big thing. So hopefully that helps you feel a little better. That would be a rational response to this. And again, people now are starting to talk about the head of PlayStation right now, I can't remember his name. I want to say Jack Ryan, but that's the name of Tom Clancy's protagonist in all his books. I can't think of his name. It's probably something close to that, or nowhere close to that. But anyway, people are mad at him for this. He's not going to be the one to fix this, but he's not going to be at PlayStation forever. I don't remember how long each head of PlayStation's been there. The guy that was there all throughout the PlayStation 3, he was gone before, almost as the PlayStation 4 came out. So, we'll get a new guy who wants to appease some fans and make his mark, and maybe someone will listen to him. Mark Cerny seems like the kind of guy that would want to have some legacy support, and maybe he's the one saying, hey, if people have a problem with their PlayStation 4, the solution is to sell a PlayStation 5. And they can still play their PS4 games on it. I mean, that's kind of like what... I see this issue as being almost no different than the original Xboxes. The original Xboxes right now have kind of a death clock on them too, unless you replace that capacitor that basically takes the system with it when it explodes. There's a death clock on that system. And no, they do not have near the backwards compatibility rate on the Xbox 360. I mean, I forgot what it was. It's not even half of the original Xbox games work on the Xbox 360, and that pile has gotten smaller and smaller with the Xbox One and the Xbox Series consoles. It's few and far between now how many original Xbox games can play on it. But then they get to say, oh, we have backwards compatibility. I'm like, yeah, but barely. When your list is like 20 games and you release 600, do you really have backwards compatibility? Or are you having a pity party for those that were complaining? Sorry. That was what I would think their thing would be. Let's see here. Hey, Leslie, welcome to the stream. I've been saying for years that physical discs are more like keys to games than actual games. That has been no more true than this generation, right? The PlayStation 3 didn't always install the entire game. The Xbox 360 didn't. But yes, ever since that generation, I have a hard line of... Some people would say it happened even earlier. I think the last true game consoles to be released were the GameCube and the PS2. I would not even include the original Xbox. So maybe it's just a matter of, you know, how many people still have a VCR? Is that really what they consider the PlayStation 3 to be? Is like the old VCR? People are just going to get rid of it and upgrade to the newest format? The longer we wait to do this, the more people are not going to be playing our new games. I don't know. TextNext, welcome to the stream as well. All the game consoles are sold out everywhere. That is true. Yes, I made the comment about why the Nintendo Switch is not, why the Pro should not release this year, and why I don't think it will. I mean, again, Nintendo may have something in their thing that says, as soon as that chip shortage is sorted out, we need to have X amount of Pro consoles ready to go, because people are not going to want to keep playing the Switch after that chip shortage is over. Maybe they have data that says that. They have more information than I do, but from my perspective, I don't think the Switch Pro should come out this year. Nintendo is making just enough money. Nobody plays a Nintendo console for the graphics. You know what I'm saying? Right now, everyone is all about portability. The new generation love the Switch because they can play it anywhere. I wish I had a Switch as a kid. I really do. In the 90s, that would have been awesome. The Sega Nomad... The only thing it was missing, I think, in my opinion, was the battery life to sustain that. So, but if I would have had a Sega Nomad that I could play on the road and then continue my game on a TV when I got home, sign me up. Nintendo Switch, even better. You can put the game in standby and never power the console off, and you just play it wherever you're at. Absolutely. PS3 store is a bittersweet loss. For hackers like yourself, it gives you permission to start finding solutions. There's a chance this might be the first console gen that is not fully archived because of patches. Oh yeah, that's true. I was wondering how that all is going to work. Now, the stores are going to close, but from what I understand, the downloads should still... the downloads for patches and things should still be working. That's something I think Sony and media outlets have not really made clear. I think the patches and firmware update and software updates are all still going to work after they shut down the store. You just can't make any more purchases. And that's one of those, that's a legacy thing. They could keep those up. People are thinking like, oh, well, they're eventually going to shut those down. You guys don't understand. You can keep that up for years, and then again, if Sony gets it down, all it takes is someone to create a mirror server, and you hack your hardware to point to it, and your console's back up and running. The issue is, yeah, how do you archive every single patch to every single game? That's the issue. You think the Switch will have a 10-year run, TextNext? You know what? We can only hope, right? I mean, the Nintendo DS had a 10-year run. Why not the Switch? I'll say the DS/3DS. 3DS is technically discontinued. It had a pretty good run, maybe about 8 years, 9 years. What was it? I almost said 1911. 2011 to 2019-ish, before they finally started dumping the rest of their consoles. Yeah, that's a pretty good run. And again, like and Nintendo was kind of experimenting with cloud-based gaming, basically saying, we don't need to provide better graphics with the Switch, we just need to make the games look better. And if we can do that with cloud gaming, you know, run the hardware on our end. Why do we need to sell them better hardware on their end? I can see that being... I think Nintendo really wants to go that route before they put out new hardware. But I think the consumer trend is still... I mean, I don't know. To me, it's kind of insane that nobody has been able to get cloud gaming right. Or make it commercially viable, because I gotta tell you, cloud-based gaming, to me, sounds awesome in theory. I'm one of those people who love having physical copies of their games. That's a big drawback to me. But why is cloud-based gaming so expensive? And why hasn't anyone been able to create a very reliable cloud-based gaming service that people trust is the big thing, yeah. I really think it shouldn't have been that hard, and that's why I think people keep trying. Like Google, you know, people kept counting Google out, but Stadia's still around, and it'll probably go away. They might rebrand it. Some other company might take it over. Amazon was completely out. They're somehow getting back in, so... I heard the other day they were talking about Amazon was attempting to reboot some of the games they were going to do, so... Yeah, it's... I don't think anyone can predict where gaming's going to be in 5 years. Unless it stays the same. I can see it staying the same because people love the comfort of the sameness of it, but... I don't know. Jim Ryan, thank you. See, I was close. That's a lot closer than I thought I was. Both the PS4 and Xbox One will be supported for longer. Both are backwards compatible in PS5 and Xbox Series X. Yep, absolutely. I said I think that's going to be the difference between when last generation got cut off, you know, when we switched from PS3 to this, Xbox 360 to this. I think that's going to be the difference, is longer software support. Oh, let's see here. Personally, I think I would be very anti-consumer if Sony tells people just buy a PlayStation 5 to play your PlayStation 4 games. That's going to be their attitude, though. For the next few years, their goal is to sell new systems, not old ones. The future is now, so, I mean, they're not going to completely abandon the past. I think once they sell a comfortable amount of PlayStation 5s, the PlayStation 4 issues will be like, okay, let's make a patch for them, let's make that fan base happy, and then we're onward and upwards to the next big thing. Whenever they discontinue the store on the PlayStation 4, I think that's when you'll see that battery issue get patched, I think. My day one PS4 is special because my first console you bought with your own money. That is something special. The first console I bought with my own money, at least that I can remember off the top of my head, is the PlayStation 3. And I still have that, and yes, it would be very sad if that console ever dies. And of course, it's the big fat PS3 that people were like, oh, you don't want to have that, but it is one of those things. Hang on a second. Let me see here. Okay, I do. I was like, hopefully I didn't just leave that record the title screen for the last however long this video has left to go. But yes, that is something special, and I'm sad to say your first console should have been something that was built in the 90s. That would have lasted longer. I hate to say it. There's something special about playing the games on the original console. That has charm. Yes, absolutely. I still have my PlayStation 1 hooked up, even though I don't need to. And yes, if I play a PlayStation 1 game, 9 times out of 10 I'll play it on the PlayStation 1. There are a few times where, out of convenience, I'll play it on the PlayStation 2. At least Microsoft has great backwards compatibility with the 360, I agree. Personally, I would still call the OG Xbox the last true game console along with the GameCube, PS2, and Dreamcast, because the discs still spin. Here's my problem with the, here's the reason why the Xbox didn't make my cut when I said that. So, earlier I said that I think the last true game consoles ever made were the GameCube, and we'll include the Dreamcast because I didn't, it's still part of that generation. The GameCube, the Dreamcast, and the PlayStation 2. Here's the reason why I didn't include the Xbox. It has a hard drive. And it had an online store for purchasing games, and it had DLC. And had everything that the next generation of game consoles would have standard. Now, was it as robust? No. But you could still download game updates for the original Xbox and store things on the hard drive. So the hard drive is the big thing. Yes, I understand you can add a hard drive onto the original PlayStation 2, but it didn't come by default, it didn't require it, and Sony didn't really have an official PlayStation store until the PSP. So they had no intention of making the PlayStation 2 ever support any of that stuff. So that was my thing. Yep. At least Microsoft has ability. I read that. Also, all the enhancements that Xbox has made to many Xbox 360 and even OG Xbox games for free. Oh yeah, 4K at 60 frames a second? Absolutely. Now, that's a good... Alright, hang on, I gotta go down here. First off, thank you, Pity Pat Matt, for the donation. I appreciate that. One up with the hippo chomp. I love that. I love that gif. I like it. Or gif, depending on your regional dialect. That is awesome. I appreciate that, man. Thanks for the donation. Let me go back to that comment I was reading. Oh yeah, for updates. But here's my problem. Yes, they had... I'm losing my train of thought here again. 4K games, 60 frames a second, even on OG Xbox games. Yes, but my thing is that there's not that many. So it's more than Sony supports, obviously. They don't support anything pre-PlayStation 4. And I understand why. I'm one of the few people who has been very forgiving and very understanding of Sony, because I know they cannot provide easy support or even commercially viable support for PlayStation 3 games on any other console than the PlayStation 3. That's why they had to start PlayStation Now for it, because that was the only economically viable way for them to do so. I completely agree with that. It's just how the hardware was designed. The PS3 had a huge design flaw like that, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But here's why I'm so understanding about no PS2 or PS1 games. PS1 games look terrible when they're upscaled to 1080, to any HD resolution. They just look bad. They were designed to take advantage of CRTs, so the graphics looked a little bit better. It's the same thing with the N64. They used a lot of hardware tricks to make them look better on the TVs they were designed for. So they should not provide backwards compatibility to the PlayStation 1. It's just going to make them look bad. I hate to say it, I would love to see it happen. Sony, prove me wrong. But I would love to see PS1 backwards compatibility, but it shouldn't happen. Especially if they're going to skip PlayStation 3 games, because PlayStation 3 games still look awesome. I had someone come over, I was playing Tiger Woods 2009 on my PS3. He thought it was a Nintendo Switch game. I mean, they still look... Oh, that was cheap. That was a cheap death there. Sorry, I got distracted. So there's that. There's really... Yeah. The reason why they won't provide PlayStation 2 games is because they can't provide PlayStation 3 games backwards compatible. They can't skip a generation. I understand it. The continuity has been broken. So I understand why Sony went with the, if we can't do PlayStation 3 games, we can't keep going back. But I have the feeling they're going to find a way to do it, and they're going to charge you per game. It's either going to be a PlayStation Now, where you don't technically ever own the game, you just have a subscription to it. Or they're going to do something like, oh, you can buy it again from the store, and it's $5 per game, $15 per game, and we have a patch to upscale it and make it, 4K, 1080, 60, whatever. I have a suspicion that's what they're going to do with PlayStation 2. And that's also what they're going to have to do with PlayStation 3 games. They're going to remaster them still. Like, The Last of Us had a remaster. So that's already been remastered for the PlayStation 4. If it's backwards compatible, that game's already done. Almost every game that was, I don't want to say worth it, but almost every game that was still popular on the PlayStation 3 that was missing on the PlayStation 4, most of them were ported. I'm not saying all of them were. I would love to see all the old Ratchet & Clank games from the PlayStation 3 ported to the PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 4 or whatever. I'd love to see that kind of stuff. But yeah. Hey, Rosalina, welcome to the stream. PS1 games do play good on the Vita. Well, it has a smaller screen. How am I playing Mario 35? The trick is, I'm not. Look, Mom, no hands. I was sick the week that this went off the eShop, or went off the Nintendo Switch Online service. So, I captured as much footage as I could stay awake to do on the last couple days this was on, and so I'm debuting the footage on the stream. I am live, but right now the gameplay is not. I'll switch over to playing games in a little bit, or in a few minutes, but a few moments. sometime later on the stream. But yeah, sorry, sadly I am not actually playing it. This is footage I captured. This is me playing the game. Well, right now I'm spectating because I've already died. I always liked waiting to see who were the people that beat me, and were they better than me, or did I just make a bad mistake? In this case, I think these people are probably better than me. Pac-Man 99 is also live. Yeah, I've already tried it a couple times. I may show that on stream sometime, but I'm not as big of a fan. This game, I like this game better. Now, to tell you the truth, this game was getting repetitive. They needed to add more things to this game to keep it fun, but there's something about Pac-Man 99 that just doesn't fill the void like this thing did. I love Pac-Man 99. I love Pac-Man anyway, is what I'll say. I don't have an opinion on Pac-Man 99 that it being poor in any way, shape, or form. It's just, I don't know. I didn't really find Tetris 99 that fun either. And I love Tetris, so... And the funny thing is, I don't really enjoy the first Super Mario Brothers as much as the other ones on NES, and I actually loved this game, so go figure. Maybe I'm programmed. I am programmed a bit differently than everyone else. But yeah, I do agree. PS1 games look fantastic on the Vita. Again, I think screen size has something to do with that. And again, some of them can't be rendered accurately. It's like the ones that switch between 240 and 480i. You know, there's stuff like that there's problems with, so... Yeah, buy magic. I should have just said that, OXO. I think it'd be great if we got PS1 games on the PS5 to buy digitally. They may look dated, but the gameplay is more important than graphics. Yeah, well, here's the thing. Here's the other thing, too. Like, that's what I said. It all comes down to... They're going to look poor, and Sony can't afford to have their new console having games that they know are going to look bad on it. So it's going to look good to us that grew up with it, and we're going to be nostalgia-fueled by it. But, I mean, honestly, most of your modern gamers, the ones that only want to play Fortnite or play Zombies or, I don't even know, Among Us. I guess Among Us has bad graphics, so who knows. I may be talking out of my rear end, I don't know. Games in the series. Oh, let me finish reading your comment, Ring Fit. They may look dated, but I think gameplay is more important than graphics. I do too, but I think, yeah, like I said, it's all, I think it's all objective. Whoops. We ran out of video. But that's alright. We're going to continue this. Part 7. As long as I have more, we're going to keep going. So, after this clip, I'll go ahead and we'll play something different. But I'm having fun reading the comments, talking with you guys about this stuff. I think the conversation kind of started. We were talking about the PlayStation 4 thing that I think RingFit brought up. But before that, I was talking about I still can't find a PlayStation 5. And at this point, if I ever was going to pay the scalpers, and let's say for a weak moment I might have considered it, I really don't recommend paying the scalpers. Just don't. Please don't. It hurts. It hurts everyone else, including yourself, because all it's going to do is guarantee that the next time you want to buy something, you're going to have to pay twice as much to get it. So please don't pay the scalpers. That's the first thing I was going to say. But if I ever was going to consider it, what is the point of buying it now? So many games have been delayed for this next generation. There's nothing coming out that's really meant to blow your socks off. And the other thing, too, is how many games will get delayed because there's a lack of available consoles? I still see a lot of stuff being released for the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One because everyone already has those systems. And they can't expand their user base on the new systems quick enough, so... At this point, like I said, we could, and I say this just to say this comment. I heard a report, and this is not game console related. I heard this from a couple of vendors that I work with for my work. We could be looking at this chip shortage, guys, for another year. This time next year, it could still be as hard to find a PS5 and an Xbox Series X as it is right now because of the chip shortage. Even if all of a sudden people decide, you know what, we're never going to buy another one of X consoles again. Well, I wanted to say something neutral, but X isn't really neutral, so... We'll say A, B, or C consoles. We're not going to buy any of those ever again. It could still be another year before we see the stock caught up because of this chip shortage. And just to clarify this, and I'm not an expert on it, but the way I understand it is, The chips that they're waiting on are not things like CPUs. They're not things like graphics cards. Here are the things that they're short on. The things everybody needs. So there's actually one of the parts that everyone is waiting on is this little component. It's just a little tiny chip, and all it does is allow a computer to display an image on a screen. Literally take that digital information and convert it into something that can be displayed on a screen. It's outside of the graphics chip. Everything uses it. Your cell phone uses it. Your GPS uses it in your car. TVs use it. Those are the things that people are short on. Audio amplifiers, those are the things everyone's short on. The things that everybody needs. So that's... People were talking about, oh, this is something invented by the video game. I did hear this. There was someone who was very reputable saying this, and I was like, this guy must not get out much. Because it's not just the video game industry. This is not a created shortage by Microsoft and Sony and Nintendo to get people to buy more consoles. Or get people to want more consoles. I don't know what they would expect them because you can't buy more. So this is not... excuse me. This is not being created by the video game companies. Now, that's not to say that now that there's a shortage, there are probably companies that want to make money. Believe it or not, most companies in the world want to make money. Let's let that concept sink in a little bit, because I believe the person who I was talking about earlier wouldn't even believe that. What? That should be illegal for companies to make money. But anyway, he said that he thought it was... There are people out there who probably are taking advantage of the situation, not making things better, but I don't think this shortage was created. It was, well, created on purpose by... I don't think anyone could have planned a shortage like this. So many people can make audio amplifiers. How could you get every single... as you can tell, I'm a realist. If there's a conspiracy theory I believe in, there has to be a lot of evidence to support it, so I'm not one of those people that are gonna believe everything I hear just because it sounds racy or sounds something like that. Let's see here. Before I get myself in trouble here and get canceled, let's take a look here. I think Pac-Man 99 isn't a bad game itself, just doesn't have the same icon status as Mario. Okay. I see where you're coming from with that, but you're coming from someone whose favorite video game character is Pac-Man. So, I kind of find that hard to hear, but I can agree with you. Pac-Man is my, where is it? Oh, here, hang on a second. I'll show you this thing. This is Civil War Pac-Man. American Civil War Pac-Man. Oh, his little badge fell off. He's for the Union. But this is my plush Pac-Man. This is the only... Sorry. I won this at an arcade, and this is the only plush video game character that I own. So that gives you an idea. That actually means something to me, that I was willing to collect and keep a plush of a video game character. I wouldn't do that for a lot of them. And sadly, I don't think I do it for Mario, but you never know. That's Civil War Pac-Man. He used to sit on my desk when I was a teacher. People always wondered, why was Pac-Man fighting in the Civil War? And I go, and why was he Union, why wasn't he neutral? I'm like, well, I don't have an answer. I like Pac-Man, I like the Civil War. In terms of studying it as a historian, history teacher. Look at this. I'm gonna die so hard here. I'm looking at my own game performance, I'm being very self-critical, that's why I'm ignoring it. But anyway. Yeah, there it is, so Pac-Man isn't a household name. I don't know, Pac-Man is a more old-school thing, like... I will say this, more of today's generation probably do know who Mario is more than that. I mean, honestly, that's probably true. Until they come out with a Pac-Man, well, Mario doesn't have a first-person shooter. Until they come out with Pac-Man Zombies, or Pac-Man Fortnite or something like that. I know I keep ragging on certain games, but... And I don't like using stereotypes, and I keep saying Fortnite, and Fortnite I'm using as a stereotype, so my apologies there. Resident Evil 8 is being released on PS4 and Xbox One. Looks fine on those two. Oh yeah, exactly. See, and that's one everyone was freaking out about when they saw that trailer with the 8-foot woman in it. Yeah. So yeah, that's... Like I said, there's no reason other than our all childish needs to have the best toys for me to get one. I still want one. Please don't pay the scalpers. But I'm saying that knowing that many people are going to give in if it's another year. If it's a year and a half into this generation and nobody can find those consoles, and we're still sitting on online sites waiting for the restock, I mean, I think it's going to take its toll. I really do see, like, a recoil effect happening after like I said, after this situation gets resolved with the stock and the issues and all that stuff. Not just the worldwide pandemic thing. I'm talking about when the tech industry gets back to normal and everyone can get their parts. I think that I fear a recoil effect that may have a long-lasting impact. And it could lead to things, it could help support that 10-year console generation. That's, who was talking about that? Someone said that the PS5 is going to have a 10-year life cycle. Why not? I mean, really, why did we need a PS5 to begin with, is what I'm saying this year. There was almost no reason. I mean, maybe better VR, but even still, the PlayStation 5, I don't know exactly how much better of a VR experience it's going to provide, and if VR is going to be a selling point for most console gamers. To be honest, VR's been around for a while, but it's only just recently started to get popular enough for them to see it as a viable market. So who knows? Pity Pat Matt says, I was waiting on a PS5 in the process. I was able to get an Xbox Series S. Good deal. Haven't turned on your PS4 Pro since. So that's interesting. Were you, Pity Pat? Sorry if you're not still on. I just got your comment. But did you have a lot of Xbox games before you got the Series S? So do you already have a library of games to go back to, or are you now starting to collect games for the Xbox One that work on there, or the Xbox 360 or whatever? Like, how is that working? Because I have the feeling I would still power on my PS4 if I got a new console for a little while. Just for a little while, unless it's the PlayStation 5. If I got an Xbox Series X, you're right, I would probably... I don't know if I would power it on as often as I'm thinking, but I would still power it on. Because I'm still playing some games on PlayStation 4 that... Ooh, this is not a good sign. I was kind of ballsy there. I didn't even go for the... I should have gone for Fire Flower. Yep, there you go. Anyway. Now we're interested in the X and the PS5. Absolutely. Yep, I can see that. The chip shortage is affecting more than just consoles. It's affecting mobile companies, and the biggest, yep, the average Joe is the automobile industry. Yep, and that's everyone's starting to talk to me about that now. So I live in a small community, and people know that I know tech because I work at the school district here in town. So I've had a lot of people, parents and other community members, ask me, so when are they going to make the new Chevy Traverse or the new Ford F-150? Is that chip shortage sorted out yet so I can get my new truck? Like, those are the questions I'm getting asked more often now than ever. In person, anyway. So yeah, I mean, you're right, and that is kind of an average Joe kind of thing. There are some people, though, who will talk to me because the ones who are more into tech, it's their phones. A lot of questions I get from, for the community are also about their phones. Like, hey, when's the next iPhone coming out? And usually my answer is tomorrow. Because it's usually that they're thinking of getting a new phone, and they want to know if their phone's going to be obsolete by tomorrow. So I always tell them, yeah, it's coming out tomorrow. Can I hook you up with an RTX card? Julius, man, if I can get one. If I can get one, you'll be able to get one. I have no pull. I should reach out to these people like, hey, I'm a YouTuber. You wanna drive up more demand for your product? I have tens of subscribers. I used to make that joke, but I need to quit making that joke because, to be honest, I have more subscribers than I ever thought. I have exponentially more subscribers than I ever thought I would have on here, so you guys always make me feel that. So if I ever joke at that expense, please take it as a joke, because I'm always immensely grateful for the people that have chosen to subscribe to this channel. I'm just shocked at how many people are out there like me. Or that like this stuff. I mean, it is something that... I think that's kind of the thing that video game by itself, even with online gaming, is a socially isolating hobby. So, anyway, not to go on to this pity party that you put me on here, Julius, but no, I cannot hook you up with an RTX card. The minute I can hook myself up with it, I'll let you know. Oh, Ring Fit. Wow, sorry, I missed the donation here. Sorry, I didn't mean to insult you. Oh, no, that's alright. I never feel insulted. You should know better. I'm never insulted. I always like, oh, that was some crap. There was no way I could have avoided that guy. I needed some coins. I still got second. That's not a bad second run. But how I died was kind of crap. Look at that. That other guy had full coins, too. There's no way I would have done that. Oh, Ring Fit, you are barking up my alley with that. I love that idea. And now that I heard you say that, I don't think I will ever be happy until that happens. I'll never be happy again. Ring Fit wrote, I would love to see a Pac-Man World 4. Wouldn't we all? I loved the Pac-Man World franchise. You were probably talking about that when I talked about the Pac-Man first-person shooter. That's almost blasphemy, right? Because there's no way there should be a Pac-Man first-person shooter without a Pac-Man World 4. Absolutely, I agree with you. TextNext says, PlayStation 2 had official games released for it 12 years after its launch. Yeah, but were they first-party titles or third-party titles? Because there are still Dreamcast games being made today, so... I mean, I find that more impressive. Look at the ranking. Look at my rankings. Yes, I had 135 because I ran straight into the Goomba and didn't even jump. Absolutely embarrassing. Have a PSVR. Didn't buy a PS4. Buy a PSVR. Were exactly the same as me, Ring Fit. But bought it because the PS4 didn't have enough powerful PC. You know, I got it on it was on Black Friday, and I think it was either Best Buy or Target. There's a shopping center where those are both in, so I think it was one of those two stores. And they were selling it for $179, and it came with 4 games. One, I think it had all the demos and one game packed in with it. And I thought to myself, okay, for 180 bucks, I'll give it a try. And I fell in love with it that Christmas. I did a video about it when I first got it, so if you guys look back, it's not that great of a video. It's just one of those videos, if you want to see me walk around for a while, be like, wow, cool. You know, I ended up falling in love with the PSVR, but yes, I had no intention of even getting the PSVR, because it was still like 400 bucks, wasn't it? So you had to buy a PlayStation 4 Pro to make it run right? And then you had to buy the PSVR for almost double the price. I'm like, I can almost buy a gaming PC for that. So I was not going to get it, and then it was on sale Black Friday. I want to say 2018, 2019, somewhere in there. So yeah. That was the selling point for you personally, was the price point. Yeah, the price point was a bit high for me. I wouldn't have gotten it if it wasn't that Black Friday special. Even if it was $200, I would have second-guessed it. I would have been like, $200. That extra $20 off really put me over the edge. I'm like, well, it's only $179.99. It's not $180. You know, it's that kind of logic worked on me. I've had a few digital games, 70 or so, but with Game Pass. Oh yeah, no need to really buy games. And I thought about that too. Because at the very beginning, I was tempted. Basically, I'm still up in the air. If I find an Xbox Series X first, I don't know if I would buy a Series S. I'm really picky about getting... I don't want to regret not getting the better console, so even if I'm presented with an S, I might hold out for the X. But whichever I find first, the X or the PS5, that's what I'm going with. So that's the big thing. And the reason why I was the reason why it's even like that is because of Game Pass. If I get Game Pass, I'm pretty much getting every game that's going to come out for it, and if I want them physically, I'll buy them when they're cheap. When they're being clearanced out. That is the best way to collect for it anyway. So I don't have to buy any of the games when they're brand new, I still get to play them, I pay a monthly fee or whatever. But then, if I want to have them going forward, I'll buy them physically when they're being clearanced out of Best Buy for 10 bucks a piece instead of 80 or whatever how much they're going to cost. Yeah, that's one of the better deals in gaming. I agree with you, Pity Pat, Matt. Definitely, that's the draw for Xbox to me. Plus, I have some Xbox One games that I have not played yet because I've been playing my PS4 and my Switch a lot more than I play the Xbox right now. But if that was my current console, heck yeah, that'd I'd be playing that all day long. Every once in a while, I'd want to go back to the PS4, play Ratchet and Clank, play some Uncharted or whatever, but... Grubhub. You know what? I don't think I've used Grubhub because I don't think it's available in my neck of the woods. I'm in a very rural community. So I live in a small town. You can't Uber or Lyft or get Uber Eats. There's one place in town. The Pizza Hut in town delivers pizza. That's about it. Although the Casey's might too. Every small town in the Midwest has to have a Casey's. Hey Jeffrey, welcome to the stream. My thoughts on the PlayStation 5. We've been kind of going over that a little bit. I want one. There's no reason for me to get one, but if I see one, I get one. But we were just talking about the chip shortage. I heard this from something completely outside of the video game sphere. It was actually a vendor I work with to order computers for our local school district. I'm hearing from the manufacturers, the people who work with the manufacturers and work with the people who sell things. Why can't I think of that? The vendors, there we go. Who work with vendors, that this chip shortage is probably going to take about a year to balance out. We could see people sitting and waiting on online checkouts and restocks for the next year before they start becoming readily available, just because of the chip shortage. So if you guys want to, when the stream's over, go back and listen to my somewhat rude and crude explanation about how the chip shortage was explained to me and how I understand it. I'm not an expert in it, but basically it kind of rules out some common misconceptions, and it may help you when people ask you guys questions, because I know a lot of you guys are into tech stuff too. If you're a gamer, you're automatically kind of a tech nerd, but hopefully it clears up, so maybe when you explain it to other people, they might explain it. Most people know what an audio amp is, that are even a tech hobbyist, not even an enthusiast. So they can understand, oh, that's the stuff that people are short on. They're short on audio amps, they're short on the actual method that electronics use to display an image on the screen, the thing that converts the graphics card data into actual screen data. Those are the parts everyone's short on. Raymond Rodriguez, welcome to the stream. Just playing some King Tut, huh? That's what I call it. Tutankhamun. There we go. Tutankhamun on ColecoVision. Then Donkey Kong on your C64. That sounds like a good weekend. Then Mario Sunshine for your GameCube. On the Wii. I like how very specific that is, because that's exactly how I would phrase it. And then you turn on your Sega Genesis, play Turrican and Wonder Boy 3. Now, was that Wonder Boy 3 for the Master System on the Genesis, using the converter? I'm not making fun, I'm just saying because that sounds like something I would actually say. Or how I'd actually say it. You like Croc on the Saturn? Oh, hang on, somebody mentioned Gex last time. Do I have Croc on the Saturn? If I do, I don't have it in the case, so sorry. I first played Croc, the first game I played with Croc series was actually on the PlayStation, and it was Croc 2. And it was a game demo. So years later, like, when the PS3 was becoming a big deal, and what I mean by that is it was around 2010 when people actually started buying PlayStation 3s, instead of embarrassingly admitting that they had a PS3. Oh, this is dangerous, Tyler. Use your power-ups. There we go. Sorry, I'm giving my past self some advice. Got some Rocket League and Beat Saber. Didn't play Retro today. You know what? Every once in a while, Rocket League was for a while the game that I would go to, but now that I'm helping to coach that in esports, I'm kind of, so I don't get burnt out on it during the esports season, I'm kind of intentionally trying to stay away from Rocket League, and I'll only play it when it's in competition for our local school's esports. So, I mean, there'll be some times this summer where I'll probably want to play it. My nephew likes playing it, so hopefully sometime when he gets off work, you guys are making me want to play some other games. I'll probably get back into it, but yep, absolutely. Bought your PSVR when it was $250 Canadian. Yep, which was the lowest price it was going to get at. Yeah, I have never seen it again approach the pricing that you're talking about. But 250 is probably pretty close to 180 American. Probably closer to like, what am I trying to say, 199. Oh, pricing on PlayStation has always been a big topic. From the first PlayStation on, ever since they uttered $2.99 into a microphone, and that was it. I feel you got the Series S as a second console, quickly became #1, until the Series X comes along for you, yep. And that could be something too, but here's the problem. So somebody told me then, okay, if you find an S, buy it, still keep looking for the X, and when you get the X, sell your S. And if you guys know anything about what I do for this channel, you know, without a doubt, if I get a console, there is almost no way I'm going to sell it. So, sadly, I would rather pass on it than even be tempted to buy it and then have to pay twice the amount within a couple of months just so I can get games a month earlier. Hey, Chid255, welcome to the stream. I like the 8-bit reference in your name there. The 255. You know, like how many memory addresses or something an 8-bit processor can get into? I can't remember, but I remember 256 is when is when Pac-Man starts exhibiting game-ending glitches. Just FYI, if I get Game Pass Ultimate, you keep all the free Xbox 360 games forever. Okay, that's kind of cool. I actually might not have known that, because I know there's different tiers of Game Pass, but at one point, I heard this. Somebody confirm if this is true or not. I heard when it first came out, when they first released this next generation, that Microsoft was going to run a deal where if you got Game Pass Ultimate, you basically... I'm sorry, when you bought the console, you basically got Game Pass for free as you paid for the console. So, essentially, you would put the console on a payment plan, and you're essentially paying for Game Pass and getting the console for free, is the way I chose to look at it. Was that a thing, or am I making that up? Because that's when I first started thinking, maybe I should go with Xbox. Oh, that was cheap. That was poorly planned death, and I almost could have got 4th. Because somebody just died. But I'm leveling up to 88. Did I know Croc on the PlayStation 1 and Saturn was originally supposed to be a 3D Yoshi game? I did not know that. I know it was developed by, or published by Fox Interactive Studios. Who was the developer? Imagine it'd be someone that Nintendo had worked with in the past if they thought they were going to be able to get that license. You remember reading that in an old Electronic Gaming Monthly? Isn't that something? The things that you can retain from those old magazines? That your parents were like, why do you need to get the advertisement for the game? Why do you have to pay for it? That was my dad, by the way. My dad would always say, he said I shouldn't waste my money on video game magazines because I'm paying for an advertisement for the game. Why would you pay for an advertisement? That was his thing. Like, did you ever read comic books as a kid? This was my version of comic books. He read westerns, though. He liked Louis L'Amour and John Wayne. Argonaut Games made Croc. Okay, same guys who made Star Fox. Yep, I think we were on the same thing there. Yep. That's awesome. My voice is already starting to give out, and this is something that happens because I had a respiratory infection, so if my voice cuts out, I'll just start playing games and not say anything the rest of the stream. I have to cough again, though, sorry. My voice has been holding up pretty well since I've been sick, though. Hey, Jazzy Jazz. On a break from work? Well, hopefully you're just in time. We're going to try something out here real quick. I was hoping to get a certain number of people watching before I announced it, because it could be a little bit of a wait. But I'm going to attempt... There it is. That's it. So now that this is over, I'm going to use the restroom real quick, and I will be right back, and we're going to try to see if we can play a game together. Alright. Made it just in time as the video is about to end. Alright, so let's try this here. We're going to move over to my actual live box here, and we're going to try to play a Jackbox game. So I have turned this on to have ultra low latency on the stream, and we're going to see if this works. This is not the Nintendo Switch. Oh, this is it. But I want to get rid of the video. Let's go ahead and remove. Yep. All right. And we're going to show. There we go. Yeah, the other thing was the NES. I don't want that. All right, so we're going to try a Jackbox party game. And I'm not sure if this is going to work or not. We're just going to try it. And if not, of course, I will always play something different. But I thought this is the only way that we're going to be able to get to play a game. I gotta turn my volume down here real quick. There we go. And the one I want to try first is something that gives me the biggest latency. And that is something called Fibbage. So if you guys want to, you have to have two devices, one to watch the stream and one to play the game, and one to play the thing. So you can't do this on a mobile tablet, you can't do both. And what I'm going to do until we get the right amount of players, I'm just going to join in. I'm going to have to join too. And it tells you what to do. On your phone or tablet, go to Jackbox TV. Sorry, Jackbox.tv. Put in your room code. Please keep your screen names family friendly. My name is Player One. Start. Well, it doesn't fit. But I'm in. Just waiting on you guys. So anyone else who wants to join me, you might want to refresh your stream. But if you guys can get in, we'll start playing this. Let's see here. Do you guys know Croc on? Yep, just let me know when. No rush. I wanted to make sure there was at least 10 people watching so I can at least get a couple people. But if it's the point where we just need to get going with it, let me know. This is the first time you guys will ever get a chance to play a game with me on stream. This idea came to me because it was a request a long time ago. But I never really thought of something that would work until I saw this game being played the other day, and I'm like, you know what? Let's try it out. Because again, this is on ultra low latency, so you guys should only be seeing me mirror like 2 or 3 seconds after it actually happens. So sometimes I don't catch up on the chat as easily. At least it's a bit better, but better than Bubsy. Your name wasn't originally Nerdy, but years later you changed it. Remember, you only get 255 rupees in the original Zelda. There's another 255. Yeah, it specifically has something to do with the maximum number that you can get on a single value in an 8-bit title. Now, you can get a score that was high and above that, but they had to add more than one 8-bit value together to get it. So that's how they were able to do that. Or they would store the upper registers of a number in one 8-bit value and the lower registers, and it's complicated. And I don't know how all the ways they would do that. Not many people know this. Nintendo will deny this, but Nintendo had to pay royalties to Argonaut games for Mario 64 because some of the coding in the game has Argonaut software in it. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's their excuse for why. What am I trying to think of? Maybe that's their reasoning for Don't remember how to play Fibbage? It's easy. He'll explain it to you as you go through. This will be my first time playing it. I've only seen it played. So, we're in the same boat there, Chid. We'll learn together. Argonaut Games made Croc. I'm sorry, I'm reading that again. Not many people know this. Try to hop on. I would, but you're online with Xbox? Yeah. A lot of people watch this in the background, and that's fine. So, if this doesn't fly, don't worry. There's more stream to come. But we're just going to try to wait for a little bit, see if anyone can grab onto this. If anything, if this is going on, I can still put in, like, a little corner video of me playing a different game. and mute the game audio for that, because it'd be annoying to hear both. Like I said, this was a request from a while back. So people wanted to play a game with me, so we'll try it. This is one of the few games that I know that'll let you play with people online without having to have the same controller or even know what everyone's ID is. This is just the easiest to have someone sign up with. So it could be as early as just getting one other player on here, and then we'll get going. But until then, we'll just keep going with some of the news we had. We talked about the chip shortage. We talked about how hard it is to get a PS5 still. I was trying to think too. And I also don't know if regions have anything to do with this. So if you guys are overseas, I don't know if your latency is a lot more than mine or not. You guys will be able to see how far your latency is off when you join, is the thing. What was I looking at here? Oh, yeah. Well, there we go. Now I'm going to say Chitty, but that's going to be close. That's going to be as close as we can say, so I'm assuming you're in, Chid. Anyone else wants to jump in? We'll go ahead and press start the game here if everyone's in. What did I see with... Oh yeah, I saw that Metal Gear IP, Konami is basically licensing it out to another developer. I did see that come on the other day too. So, but, I mean, there's something with that. Whoops. I don't know what your guys' feelings are with that. I think I own most of the Metal Gear Solid games, but I don't remember. You have someone else who might want to play? Hey, the more the merrier. I'll give it about a few more minutes, and then I'll press everybody in, unless you need more time. Hey, Peter. Welcome to the stream. If you're just joining me, I am waiting for anyone to join in. This is live, so if you're watching me live and not watching this in reverse timestamp, you can refresh your browser, hop on into jackbox.tv, enter my room code, and we will play Fibbage together. This is the first time I am attempting to play a game with you while I'm streaming. But anyway, while we're waiting for that, I was just going to mention I did see, so let me see here. Here's the article as it showed up for me. It said the person who told me this has been with me since Far Cry Primal leaks, and mostly has been right from Bethesda, moving from 0-day review code to this year to Deathloop, Bloodlines, Dragma, whatever. I don't know what that means. Basically, Konami may be licensing out Metal Gear to someone else, so it would have nothing to do with Kojima. And if I remember in the past, the original Metal Gear for the NES had little to do with Kojima. That's why the beginning is so bad to it, if you play Metal Gear on the NES. So that's something that, I don't know if I would be that. Someone said, so you guys should know I'm not a big Kojima follower as a person. Sources said to be reliable all year. So it's a rumor. Okay. So that's another thing too. This is just a rumor that's going around. This is what I don't like about some of the video game news reporters. I also saw Microsoft Flight Simulator could be coming to the Xbox One, even though it has a hard time running on PCs. So I saw that going on there too. And yep, here it is. Here's your Ring Fit. This was your article I saw earlier with the PS3s that are currently on a PS3 games that are currently unable to get patches. Here's what some of these are. Oh, really? Castlevania Lords of Shadow is one of them. I should get the patches downloaded for these games. I haven't played Lords of Shadow in forever. Kojima's making a game with Xbox. I heard that too. I heard something about Kojima doing that with Xbox 2, TextNex. Here are some of the other games that are not able to get patches on PS3 at the moment. 007 Legends, which, I mean, that's okay. That came out on multiple platforms, so... And I think I own it more than once just because it's always dirt cheap. Although now that the stores are shutting down, those prices are going to start jacking up. I've been predicting that for the last couple of years. Collect PS3 and Xbox 360 games now, because as soon as those digital stores go down, if the games are still playable, I guess I should add that in there. You should be collecting those now while they're cheap, before they start going up into 10s and 20s and 50s of dollars. Dante's Inferno. I don't think I ever played that one. Dark Void, Dead Nation, Fuel, Dungeon Siege 3, Flow, Ghostbusters, the video game, and in the European Union. Okay, a lot of these say EU next to them, so Japan. Dante's Inferno was the only one with the US. Lords of Shadow was Castlevania was also that too. So these are games in the PlayStation 3 that you can't download the patches for. I wonder if that means they're just going to have the old glitches. They should still basically boot and run, right? I'll give it about another minute, and then we got to get started here, Chid. And we'll see. It's always better when you have a lot of people to play this game, though. It has been a long time since I've even attempted to play this game. I don't know if I should say this, I don't know if I've ever played it, but I saw somebody playing it the other day, and I thought, hey, if people want to play with me online, we'll try it this way. If not, we'll go back to the old way. Let's see what else they have here. This can't be the full list. Nope. It cuts off at the J. Gran Turismo 6? 5? 6? Haven't gotten a response. Let's just go ahead and do it. I was like, you're going to be able to see this here too on your thing, so... Well, let's just go ahead and do it.
I am your host, Cookie, and please know I would fall on my sword for you guys. Just not on the sharp side.
Yep, you can join this,
Just
Peter.
2 of you? Okay, we can roll like that. Let's do this.
Room code's still at the bottom. Jackbox.tv.
This is round 1, and that means you get 500 points for fooling your opponent with your made-up answer. And you'll get 1,000 for finding the truth. Time to pick a category.
Alright, I gotta pick a category. Oh, I like this one.
Okay, here's your first question. A man in Milford, Iowa got fired from his job after he used a blank to dislodge his Twix bar from the office vending machine. Now use your device to enter a bluff that you think will fool your opponent into thinking it's true. If you can't think of anything in time, use the lie for me button for half the points. Do it now.
Okay. I'm not gonna let you know what I'm typing, but I'm assuming you have as long as this thing goes. It's not Google Play, it's a website.
Hurry, hit the lie for me button if you can't think of something.
The website, I'll type it in here.
Okay, here are your choices. Find the truth and enter it on your device.
Oh, jeez. I don't know what to pick here. Alright.
Okay, let's take a look.
Ah, we both got the truth. Nice.
And that means...
What was your lie? Mine was arm. Oh, yours was machete. I almost picked machete. Machete.
Select the category.
Alright, your turn, Chid. Also, let me know if the latency is acceptable.
Well, we ain't waiting forever. Okay, here's the question. In 1726, a British woman named Mary Toft convinced doctors that she had given birth to blank. Type in your lies now.
There's my lie. It's in. TextNex says you can play the Metal Gear Solid HD collection on both Xbox One and Series X with all the upgrades. Okay, that makes sense.
All right, where's the truth?
Oh. Good answers here.
Okay, what did everyone pick?
Oh, that was a good... See, you come up with some good lies there, Chid. You got it.
And nobody picked the other lies up there.
Yep, that was a good one. Some animal would have been a good one. Mine, yep, I put Christ.
All right, pick a category. Okay, here's the question. A Rhode Island middle school discovered that some students were crushing Smarties candy and then snorting the dust. So they sent an email to parents warning that a side effect of this activity could be blank in their kids' noses. Enter your lies now.
I got you on this one. Sorry, I should refrain from talking during the question.
Hit the lie for me button if you can't think of something.
There we go.
Okay, which one's the truth? Let's see what everybody selected.
There we go. We couldn't be fooled on that one.
And that means some of these didn't.
I don't know what your lie was on this one though. I know what one was mine. You're beating me on this one, Chid. Toxicity. Ah, that was a good one. Tumbleweed. Just came to my mind.
This is round 2, which means all point values are doubled.
A good one.
Exciting.
Oops, all caps.
Select a category.
All right, let's see here. You know what? This one keeps coming up. Let's try it.
Okay, here's the question. Ruppy the Beagle, who is being studied in South Korea, is a very unusual dog because he can blank. Type in your lies now.
All right. Hopefully it doesn't give it away because of how fast I could type it. I think it automatically puts it all in all caps at the end.
Hurry up, use a sig- Okay, here you go. Find the truth. All right, who picked what?
Yes! I'll see if I picked yours. Ah! None of us got the truth.
You feel foolish.
Glow in the dark. What kind of nuclear material was he?
His bark is worse than his bright. And nobody fell for this one.
That's going to change up the scores, I think.
Time to pick a category. Okay, here's the question. Cambridge University economist Ha-Joon Chang holds an unpopular opinion. He insists that the blank changed the world more than the internet. Okay. Enter your lies now.
For some reason, I like the music of this game too, like the little elevator waiting music they have for me. I think I've got this one.
Okay, here are your choices. All right, let's see what everybody picked.
Oh, we both got it.
Well, you guys blew it.
Washing machine. I almost picked that one. I knew it had to be one with 2 words.
And we're done.
Yep, no change there. The Beatles was a good one, though. You made me think about it. I should start explaining my thought process before then. Oh, let's see here. Well, why not? I feel like I'm psychotic today.
Here's the question. Psycho was the first American movie to show a blank. Type in your lies now.
I've got a thought process to my lie, but I can't tell you this one, so we're just going to have to give it some time.
Hurry up! Use a suggestion if you can't think of anything.
Oh, close time on that one.
Okay, here you go. Find the truth.
Pretty sure I knew this going into it.
Pick?
Nope. I think mine's correct. Toilet flushing. I actually knew that.
And the rest of the board goes unselected.
Oh, and just like that, player 1 is in the lead. Yep. That's definitely a lie. There were tons of
Welcome to the final Fibbage.
Tons of movies you couldn't put in there.
Question, and it's worth triple. It's anybody's game. Here's your final Fibbage question. Strange brand name for the cigarettes sold by the Enlightened Tobacco Company in the 1990s. Enter your lies now.
I did this today when I was had to make a video for our staff. I was like, trying to think. I need to do the thinker.
Hurry! Hit the lie for me button if you can't think of something.
Alright, mine's done. Ooh. Oh, it's getting
Okay,
down the
which
wire.
one's the truth?
Alright, I don't like that keeps going down there to the end. Oh gosh. These are all good answers. I'm thinking cancer sticks. But I'm gonna pick one where it's in the question.
Okay, let's take a look.
Oh, it's a lie. Ah, you got me. You got me with that. No, that one was also a lie.
And look what we have
Just death.
here.
Just death. Oh.
And that means this.
But because
lie
I picked
didn't
your
get
lie,
picked.
I think you're gonna win, Chid. Oh, I won. Oh. The Thumbs Cup. Oh my gosh. Well, we're gonna go ahead and play again with new players, in case anyone else wants to join. So, new room code. HNEF. I'm in. Waiting for someone else. That was fun. I enjoyed that. What'd you think of it, Chid? You had some good lies in there. You fooled me twice. How I won was because I knew exactly... I knew that psycho question. Peter is in. That's awesome. Well, definitely. I think this was a lot more fun because I'm looking at the chat, seeing if I could do that, but the conversation for everyone else kind of died down. Don't smoke? Yeah, neither do I. I actually am allergic to several things inside of cigarette smoke. Causes my airways to constrict. So, hey, we have another Atari Reel. Is that you, Chid, or is that someone else? I'm okay with anyone who wants to join. So, if you have a friend, a grandma, Wow, Atari, I hear. We'll leave this up for about another minute or so, and then we'll get going. Just death, glad I stopped. Smoked twice in your life and it sucks. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've never understood the, other than the chemical addiction to it, I've never understood the purpose of, the thought process of purposely inhaling smoke. So that's the thing. I mean, it just seemed like something that was not natural to what I wanted to do. Can't multitask, yeah. Well, it is hard to type your chat. I don't know. I shouldn't say this because I don't know if I can ever get this working, but if I can, we'll try to get a voice chat thing going on here so we can actually get people into the game and you can chat with me instead of having to type. And then that way you can also hear the host talk in real time, more so than seeing it on the stream. That's a future project that I don't think I'll ever get to happen, but that's one of my goals. Like beer more. So that's the thing too. I don't drink and I don't drink alcohol and I don't smoke. I'm not putting that up as a, oh, look at me, I don't smoke, I don't drink kind of thing. It's just, I don't know, it's the same thing. I don't like the taste of alcohol. So I have on occasion drunk something. In fact, I've only been drunk once in my life. I was at my cousin's wedding because my cousins just wanted to see what it would like to get me drunk because they know I don't drink. And it didn't take much. Apparently, top shelf whiskey was my drink of choice. Maybe it was scotch. I can't remember. I just remember I kept thinking I was sipping off of the same drink, but my cousins kept refilling the drink when I wasn't looking. And of course, after a few sips, it just kept taking me. So apparently, I'm a lightweight again because I don't drink. So. All right, it looks like everyone's in that wants to be in, so we'll go ahead and get started. We'll have it with 3 players. Everyone else can kind of sit and watch, and if anyone else wants to come in, I should probably put this back on here. Jackbox.tv if you want to join later. Let's put that in there. Atari, if you're reading the chat, make a 7800. Yeah. All right, let's do this. Never go drunk, just a couple of beer cans on Saturdays, yeah. And that's the thing,
Hi, I'm your host, Cookie Masterson, or as I was known in high school, The Streak. 3 players. Okay, everyone, secretly think of which of the other 2 you like better. Let's do this. This is round 1, and that means you get 500 points for everyone you fool with your made-up answer. And you'll get 1,000 for finding the truth. All right, pick a category.
I have no idea what this is. It's just a number, so I clicked it.
Okay, here's your first question. UC Irvine brought 6,084 students together in 2012 to break the...
This answer is going to get me in trouble.
Hurry up, use a suggestion if you can't think of anything.
You guys are going to see the latency here. I hope you get it in time.
All right, where's the truth?
Yep, it's really tough. Yeah, it's really tough with the 3 different things. Let's see here. That sounds like one.
Let's see what everybody selected.
Beauty competition, eh? Nope. That's right. Didn't expect that one, did you? Dodgeball game, come on, dodgeball. Yeah! That was a hard one.
And look at what we have left. One
I agree, Chad. I just saw your
lonely,
comment.
pitiful lie.
Oh, that was close.
Select a category.
Let's see if lag is a big thing here.
Okay, here's the question. The first and only dog to be given rank in the United States Armed Forces was named Sergeant Blank. Enter your lies now.
I said Armed Forces, but it made me think Air Force. This is the first one.
Hurry, hit the
Oh,
live.
I'm the one taking the longest.
Okay, here you go. Find the truth.
Ugh. God, those are good. I don't know why I picked what I picked.
To watch.
Wow. I'm shocked. I probably didn't get the truth. Yep.
Well, don't you feel foolish?
Really, Stubby? That's the one I was going to go with,
He
but it
served in
sounded
World War
made up.
II, presumably wearing 2 sets of dog tags. And we're done.
Got both of you guys with that one, but I couldn't get the real answer. Eisenhower. I thought listing a real general's name was going to get somebody. So I thought the first thing I thought was
Time
Eisenhower.
to pick a category.
That may have been too obvious.
Okay, here's the question. In 1518, hundreds of people in Strasbourg became afflicted with a bizarre condition that rendered them unable to stop blank.
Okay,
Type in your lies now.
I've got this one. Like I said, I'm getting used to the elevator
Hurry
winning
up,
music
use
here.
a suggestion if you can't think of anything.
Text next, don't give us suggestions.
Okay, which one's the truth?
See, I think Text Next is trying to get us all. Just because the song got stuck in my head.
Let's see what everybody selected.
See, Text Next? You should have been in
You
on this
all
one.
got it. Impressive. And nobody fell for some of these ingenious lies.
Nobody thought of barking. That was mine. I was gonna say like coughing, but that wouldn't fly well today. Running was a good one. Running almost got me.
Now it's round 2, where all point values are doubled. Let's do it.
If Text Next hadn't slanted the competition.
Category.
Oh, was it me? Why not? I have to deal with them sometimes.
Okay, here's the question. In October of 2013, 8 6th graders from a New York college prep school were hospitalized after someone released blank in a classroom.
Oh, I've got this.
Enter your lies now.
I've definitely got this one. I don't like that goes dark every now and again. I've definitely got this one. I'm trying to think of how I should spell it. I know I'm taking forever.
Hurry, hit the live. Okay, here are your choices.
Got my lion.
Okay, let's take a look.
That was a good one. That was the only one that seemed realistic. Ah, got them both. That's right.
Well, you guys blew it.
Axe body spray. Did it throw you off when I said I was trying to figure out how to spell it?
Instantly dogpiled by dozens of supermodels. And that means this lie didn't get picked.
Chlorine gas was a good one, Atari. Real. That's a good one.
All right, pick a category.
The only one that sounded realistic to me. Axe body spray, really?
Okay, here's the question. The Snickers candy bar was named after its creator's blank. Type in your lies now.
This one. You're talking to a history teacher here now.
Okay, here you go. Find
I'll say
the
this.
truth.
Ooh. I won't pick it, but I like the lie because I'm laughing at it. Oh my gosh. Sadly, I should say this as soon as you guys click it. I actually know the answer.
All right, let's see what everybody picked.
One of my former teachers taught me this one. Add smell. That was a good one. I almost picked that one until I remembered the answer. Ah, Peter did pick Bill Burr. I like that answer, though. It's definitely horse. Nobody picked Mistress? Come on, now.
And nobody fell for this one.
Those are some good ones. I think you guys are just trying to beat me now by picking each other's lies if you don't know the truth.
Select a category.
I have those weird nuggets of trivia on there. Couldn't find a good one, so you just said Bill Burr. That's it. That was perfect.
Okay, here's the question.
And apparently it was a good one.
According to a University of Barcelona study, surprisingly, 5% of people have absolutely no emotional response when they blank. Enter your lies now.
I thought of a joke to go with mine, but we'll have to... Oh, that was quick.
All right, where's the truth?
Oh, this is a good one.
Okay, what did everyone pick?
Sheets. That's a good one. That made me rethink. Peter, good one on that one. Sorry, only my mom. Listen to music, come on. Oh, yes! That's insane, though.
Which
You have to be
means they just haven't listened to Celine Dion yet.
you have to be a
And
psychopath
look at
not to
what
have
we
an
have
emotional
left.
response to
One
music.
single, lonely, pitiful lie.
All of those almost got me. I just randomly picked one. Although I've known a couple of these
Final
questions.
Fibbage. One question left for all the marbles, and everything is worth triple. Good luck. Okay, here is your final Fibbage question. Brand name of the patented synthetic testicles for pets. Type in your lies now. Hurry up! Use a suggestion if you can't think of anything.
Alrighty.
Okay, which one's the truth?
Oh my gosh. I'm torn. I'm gonna go with the one that doesn't sound like
Let's
a
see
word.
what everybody selected.
That was a good one. That was close to me picking that one too, Peter. That's a good one too. I must have got it right. Holy cow. I swear I don't know that much about dogs' testicles.
A cheaper option is to just not cut your dog's testicles off. And that means this lie didn't get picked.
Yep. I put almost real testicles because I'm like, okay, it's got to be something cute. That's right, that's right. Well, What do you guys think? Should we open up for one more before I switch over to gaming by my lonesome again? I think that was pretty good. This is definitely a lot more fun when you can play with some other people. We're playing again, apparently. All right. I didn't know you guys could choose that, too.
Welcome to the game. I'm your host, Cookie, and I promise to pay attention this time. 3 players, ready for action, lock and load. Let's do this. This is round 1. You'll get 500 points for everyone you fool, and you'll get 1,000 for finding the truth. Time to pick a category. Okay, here's your first question. In 2004, the Train Corporation sold pillows in Japan that were designed to combat loneliness. They were shaped like a blank. Enter your lies now.
Should have been paying attention to that, but I think I got it. Whoops, I clicked the wrong button. But I think that'll work.
Okay, here you go. Find the truth.
Alright. I feel confident in my answer.
Okay, let's
You
take
guys
a
can't
look.
fool me, you didn't last time. Almost picked that one, that was a good one, sorry. Oh, well, that's gotta be the right one. That's the truth. I was gonna say a woman.
Yeah, nothing says I'm not lonely like sleeping on a pair of disembodied legs. And that's it. Nobody else's lies got picked.
We got some points starting off on the board, but
Select
I'm
a
not in the
category.
first this time. Fighting from behind. Thought you knew that one.
Okay, here's the
The history
question.
side of me.
It's time for a road trip. When visiting Christchurch, New Zealand, check out the $6 million cathedral made out of blank. Type in your lies now.
Okay.
All right, where's the truth? All right, let's see
Some
what
good
everybody
answers in there.
picked.
Oh no. Oh. Shed. Nice one. Oh. But you got mine. That's right. What is it made out of?
And look what we have here.
Cardboard. Interesting.
Services and breakdance battles are held daily. And nobody fell for this one.
Wood was a good answer, though. As I said, when I'm debating in here, I'm like, okay, what are people gonna pick? You have to really know who the. That was a bit sus. There we go. That's the word I'm gonna start using.
All right, pick a category.
I guess it's another game I should try playing on here sometime.
No, that's okay. I've got it. Okay, here's the question. Lake Superior State University offers a bizarre license. The license entitles you to hunt blank. Enter your lies now.
I like my answer.
Okay, here are your choices.
We thought of a similar answer, I guess. I'm gonna go with something more realistic.
All right, who picked what?
I almost put the same answer. I almost typed in humans. Geriatrics? Are you kidding me? Those are old people. Did I pick the right one? Come on. Come on. Come on. No! None of us got it. That was a good answer.
Well, don't you feel foolish.
Unicorns. That definitely seemed like
So
something.
far, every hunter has only caught a 1-point buck.
By the way, welcome Locks, Rocks, and Whatnots, Smoking Uncle Frank, and Jet Screamer. I'll say hi to you. I think I said that again. Your Dodge coin is almost at 10 cents.
This is round 2, which means all point values are doubled. Exciting. Time to pick a category.
I do like the, again,
It's not hard. You know what? We'll just stick with this one.
I like how impatient the host gets.
Okay, here's the question. In 1990, before Everybody Loves Raymond, actor Peter Boyle starred in a failed TV pilot called Blank, about a cop who turns into a talking bulldog. Type in your lies now. All right, where's the truth?
Oh. Good answers, everyone. Wow. I don't know. That's my answer, but I don't think it's right.
Let's see what everybody selected.
I almost, yep, that's what I think. That was a good one. Kuczynski is the truth. Did you
And
know
the
that off
rest
the
of
top
the
of your
board
head?
goes unselected.
Man, I'm falling way behind on this one. Peter, we need to step up our game. Just having a
Select the
field day.
category.
I know what I'm not picking. Oh, squirrel.
Okay, here's the question. The city of Olney, Illinois
that's my
organizes
state.
an annual event in order to blank squirrels. Enter your lies now.
Oh, I should know this. At least this is what we do here in my part of the state. Here we go.
Okay, which one's the truth?
Oh gosh. That sounds too obvious. Go with the one my grandpa would have went
All
with.
right, let's see what everybody picked.
Nice. Got one of them. We do not worship squirrels here in this part of the state. Ah, see, that's, that would have been my grandpa's answer. Count? How are you getting those?
It's important to count those who cannot count themselves.
Yep.
And we're done.
The kill seemed a little obvious. I was like, why would you have to hold a festival for that?
Time to pick a category. Okay, here's the question. It's time for a road trip. When on the Hawaiian island of Molokai, be sure to visit the Hula Hua post office where you're able to mail blank without using a package. Type in your lies now.
That's right. I said what I said.
Okay, here you go. Find the truth.
Yeah, that didn't work out well. I'm sure you can still pick
Okay,
it up.
let's take a look.
On coconuts. Oh no. That is, oh, everyone got the truth. Nice.
Everyone's a winner.
Nobody liked
And
pirated
nobody picked the
DVDs?
other lies up there.
I had pirated DVDs. Those other two answers were good too. Adult toys and mistresses.
It's time for the final Fibbage.
I don't
Just
think you
one
can be
final
caught.
question, and it's worth triple. Good luck.
Yeah, I don't
Here's
think,
your
Chid, you
final
can be
Fibbage
caught. I think you
question.
won.
What Dr. Edgar Parker legally changed his name to in order to help his dental practice? Enter your lies now.
That's right.
All right, where's the truth?
Like a joke about dentists when they pick you in the gums and then bleed and then say it's your
Okay,
fault.
what did everyone pick?
I'm gonna get some. I'm getting some points here. That is the truth. Whew. They both picked
He
it out.
drove Dr. Hertz like a bitch right out of business. And that means some of these didn't get picked.
Nice. Good game, guys. That was awesome, Chid. That was a great score. I don't think I've ever seen anyone get that high on here. Alright, so I'm going to click on New Players in case anyone wants to join. So if anyone wants to do it, we can. Room code's there. I put the website into the chat. I know Jet Screamer or somebody said they love this game. Locks and whatnots, yep. So if you want to join, now is your chance. You can play with me. Chid's getting in before I can. Hang on. There we go. We're waiting on one more if you guys want to try it. It's any device, doesn't have to, it's not an app. You just go to you want to keep the stream open. But there you go, I just put it in the chat. We'll give it a second before we let we say that everyone's in, and then we'll keep going on here. I did want to point out while we're waiting on that, if anyone else wants to join us. But I was looking at this, somebody had mentioned the Spider-Man 1982 Atari 2600 game, which I had not seen. And I'm very intrigued by this game. I think I want to try to collect it. You have time? Good. If you have, if we have to get started because there's someone waiting on time, I guess it should be considerate of your time as well, right? I'm streaming for about 2 hours, and I usually go 3. So after this game, I may split it up, or once when you guys have to go, then we'll split off, and I'll just finish up the stream playing some other type game that I want to. I may do some more Mario 64 since I haven't done that in a while. And yes. We got Lox. If Lox is in, let me know who you are in the chat. And if no one else wants to join, then we'll go ahead and get started. This is actually working out. How is the? Also, let me know in the chat. How is the latency on this? You want to play this on Sega Genesis? That'd be kind of cool. You could definitely do it. The only problem I have is I did notice this on the PlayStation 4. Is this a setting I can change? Oh, we're starting. All right, here we go. I wonder if it's a setting I can change for the screen going
Welcome,
dark.
my name is Cookie, and I'm the only person in this game you can trust.
Awesome, Lox.
Well, this looks like a fun group, but I've been wrong before. Let's do this.
About 2 seconds for you. Okay, good.
This is round 1, and that means you get 500 points for everyone you fool with your made-up answer. And you'll get 1,000 for finding the truth. All right, pick a category.
Lox, you're new. You're picking the category.
Okay, here's your first question. Gloucestershire, England is home to the Cotswold Olympics, the highlight of which is the traditional blank kicking competition. Type in your lies now.
That's okay, Lox. We'll just go with it. This is a pretty laid-back night. I like this. I'm not under the gun to complete a level. Hopefully you guys are having fun with it too.
Hurry up! Use a suggestion if you can't think of anything.
I can definitely see having some other audio chats on here would be good.
Okay, which one's the truth?
Ooh. You hear about the one-legged man in the, we'll say rear-end kicking competition?
All right, let's see what everybody picked.
Ah, husband was a good one. Chid, you are on fire again.
And it was also...
Oh, yeah. Two people had
Great
that.
minds think alike.
I forgot which one I put there. Chid, you are on fire.
And that means...
Really?
Select a
So I still get
category.
negative 250 even though someone picked my answer, eh?
Okay, here's the question. Budget hotel chain Travelodge reported that between 2006 and 2007, about 95% of sleepwalkers found in their hotels were blank men. Enter your lies now.
I think I got that one. Yeah, the PS4 Slim and lots of PS4 games, hoping Sony fixes the battery issue. Me and you both text next. I think that'll be something that
Hurry! Hit
they
the
may
lie
not
for me
patch it
button
out
if you can't
now,
think of
but they'll
something.
do it. They'll do it in the future. I said it because Sony presidents will change every once in a while.
Okay,
Or
here are
PlayStation
your
presidents.
choices.
Man, these are all good.
Let's see what everybody selected.
That's right. The truth. Of course they be naked. That was my
And we're
response
done.
when I saw that. Who wears clothes when they're sleepwalking? Oh, and just like that, player one gets to the top of the board.
Time to pick a category.
I'll say this, shit. I had sleep apnea, so I knew it wasn't fat men. They're on a chain when they go to sleep. They're like, "Huh."
Okay,
Can't
here's
go
the
any farther.
question. It's time for a celebrity tweet. 12:44 a.m., the 10th of December, 2013. At Simon Cowell tweeted, "Still not sure what a blank is." Type in your lies
You
now.
got this? Yeah, Chid, you better say it. Oh, I'm coming for you.
Hurry up. Use a suggestion if you can't think of anything.
Get it under the wire. There we go.
All right, where's the truth?
Oh, I like that answer.
All right, who picked what?
That seemed obvious. That's what I would have typed in had I not been on screen. Gotcha, Locks. No one remembers the Harlem Shake. Come on, snipe. No! Good one, Locks. What was the real answer?
And look what we have here.
Baby shower? He's never been to a baby shower? I guess he would
And
criticize
that
the
means
baby
this
too
lie
much.
didn't get picked.
That baby is pathetic. That still keeps me on top, though.
Now it's round
Barely.
2, where all point values are doubled. Let's do it.
I
All
almost
right,
picked
pick
that.
a category.
Alright, Chid, make it a good one.
Okay, here's the question. According to a Chinese myth, if a vampire comes across a sack of rice, he must blank. Enter your lies now.
Ugh. This has been tough.
Okay, which one's the truth? Okay, let's take a look.
Not quite sure. That was a good one, Lox. You got me with it. Oh, nobody picked mine. Count each grain? Really?
And if they come across Anne Rice, they have to thank her for making them popular. And nobody fell for some of these ingenious lies.
Yeah, when someone picks something very similar to what you typed in, it's never good, right? And just like that, I'm down in third. We can still win this, guys. Don't worry. Chid and I are on the same plane of thinking. Wow. I mean, if anything, that's what I gotta pick.
Okay, here's the question. Metrophilia is sexual arousal caused by blank.
What?
Type in your lies now.
Oh my, I'm embarrassed. Yeah, I know. It was a category earlier, but I think you guys didn't want to pick it because you didn't want to do something like, I'm going to make the easy choice for you. I'm going to pick the dirtiest one.
Okay, here you go. Find the truth.
Ah. Sorry, it's one of those that is making me laugh. Let's see what happens
Let's
here.
see what everybody selected.
I mean, cities. It had to be. It had to be cities. That's the one I had to pick. Thank you, Peter. Doing taxes. What is the answer? Is it vehicles? No! None of us got it. Those are some good ones.
Well, you guys blew it.
Poetry.
And look at what we have left. One single, lonely, pitiful lie.
Should have thought of Groundhog Day. Isn't there a poetry reading they do in there? Oh, I'm falling behind, guys. I don't think I'm going to be able to pull this one out. Doing taxes was a good one, though. Cities was
Time
the
to
best.
pick a category.
That was Metro. Didn't even think about that.
Well, we ain't waiting forever. Okay, here's the question. The Backyard Brains Company sells a device that lets you control blank with your mobile phone.
I think I got this.
Enter your lies now.
I think part of my thing is I focus more on humor than I focus on what's believable. Excuse me.
Hurry, hit the lie for me button if you can't think of something.
Running low on time there. There we go.
All right, where's the truth?
I don't know what one of those are, but I'm going to try that.
All right, let's see what everybody picked.
It's a good one. Thanks, Lox. You can't control the weather with your phone. Cockroach, really? I thought that was made up, and I just thought I was
you
going
can
for
control
humor.
a cockroach's movements with electrical signals. Unfortunately, the app immediately closes when you turn on the kitchen light.
Haha.
And that means...
Ooh, just like that, I'm back in the game. Here it is, the final
Welcome
Fibbage.
to the final Fibbage. This is your final question, and it's worth triple. It's anybody's game. Okay, here is your final Fibbage question. Item that teachers at Mounts Bay Academy in England were banned from using in 2014. Type in your lies now.
This is an interesting one.
Okay, which one's the truth?
Huh. So one of these was already an answer before. Wouldn't think it would be that again.
All right, who picked what?
Wow. It's the truth. We all got it. Okay.
Nice truth finding,
Me being a teacher, I think I've heard that before, but
There was a sentence
that's...
fragment in the memo, and there was nothing they could do about it.
The heat is on. The
And
act
we're
seemed
done.
legit. Yep. So we all stayed in the same rank. We just all got a lot more points. Shit, good job. You did come up with a couple of good lies there. Well, I'm going to click on new players one more time. We can go one more if you guys still got time for it. They have to sign back in. And we'll see if anyone else wants to join us. Or if anyone has to drop out. Your English is limited. You had some good ones in there, though, Peter. You really did. I definitely could see you, I definitely did not see anything on there where... I think you came up with some good lies, is what I was going to say. Won't push the big red button this time? Yeah. We'll give it a little bit of time. If anyone else wants to join in, feel free. Thanks, Peter. Anyone else in? I got about... mine's showing that we have about 15 viewers on. And I think this is time. I think this will be my last play of the game myself. I may have to end streaming here too. I probably won't be able to get to anything else because we've been streaming this for so long. This has been pretty fun. Yeah, we'll give it another minute if somebody wants to join in, and then I'll press the everybody's in button. So instructions are in the chat. It's jetbox.tv. You can go to it on any browser. On your cell phone, it's not an app. Keep the stream open so you can see the questions. This was fun. Yeah, absolutely. I'm definitely seeing this return in the future. But I think we should definitely get some pre-planning in so people can actually join in and instead of just watching the stream. I think we can definitely do some more of that. It's much more fun when games are played together, right? While we're doing this, I do want to see here if I can change my settings. Can't set while it's... Lock the console at the same time. Nope. Sleep mode. There we go. 30 minutes. Why not? You guys see the dimming of the screen? I feel like every 10 minutes it was doing that. So that should last me through this game. All right. So last chance, XULO Jackbox.tv to join. And then we gotta get going with it. I think it's been about a minute. I think it's been about a minute. Let's do this.
Welcome to Fibbage. I'm Cookie, and I promise that almost everybody will make it out alive. Looks like there will be 4 of us. And that's what my mother said before my brother was born and ruined my life. Let's do this.
I love the phrases they have.
This is round 1. You'll get 500 points for everyone you fool, and you'll get 1,000 for finding the truth. All right, pick a category.
Hey, Justin. How's it going? You're a bit late. That's all right. I'm actually playing with some other people in the chat. This is a game where I can put up
I've got it.
A code and have you guys join me.
Question. On the northwest tower of the Washington National Cathedral, there hangs a gargoyle made to resemble blank. Enter your lies now.
I can't put it though.
Okay, here are your choices.
Ooh. I know what I want to pick. Why not?
Okay, what did everyone pick?
Gotcha, Chid. The devil's a good one. I almost picked that one. No, also a good one, Chid. How is that true? I picked that because I love Darth Vader. That
And the
worked
rest
out.
of the board goes unselected.
That is awesome. You're dumb luck I got that one. It's actually a grotesque as a gargoyle would have to spit butter out of his mouth. Oh, yes. That's right. You should write to the creators of this game and let them know.
Okay, here's the question.
Rough start, but it's still
A man
early.
in Proctor, Minnesota was arrested for driving a motorized blank while drunk.
Ooh.
Type in your lies now.
Wow. The first thing I thought of. Yeah, that was a rough start, though. But as we can tell, anything could happen. I started off pretty good on the last game, and I ended up
If you
getting
can't think
third.
of anything.
Okay.
All right, where's the truth?
Ooh. Nice. Two of those seem the same. Why not?
Let's see what everybody selected.
That's right. A
And
neighbor
it
of
was
mine used
also-
to... Oh, 2 of us got
That
that, yeah.
was
A neighbor of
weird.
mine used to have to. I was gonna say it's a brand name, and I thought for sure who's ever
And
puts
nobody
it,
picked the other lies up there.
who spells lazy boy like that is what I thought. So I'm like, that's got to be the truth. That's got to be the computer. Nice. So we're still on the 3, 2, 1, 0. I mean, we're still pretty close.
Time to pick a category.
But I almost put recliner instead because I'm like, maybe somebody's trying to throw me off with that lazy boy spelling.
Okay, here's the question. In 2009, a Russian man shocked the medical world when it was discovered he had a 5-centimeter long blank growing in his lung. Enter your lies now.
I mean, huh. Shocked the medical world. We got a few things I can think of there, but
Okay, here you go. Find the truth.
Nope, it still went dim. Well, next to that. see. I'm gonna go with.
All right, let's see what everybody picked.
Really? I thought for sure. I'm like kidney stone. That's got to be something. I almost picked worm. Almost did. Lock. That was a good one. Hair. Oh. Nobody got it here. Nobody picked mine.
Well, don't you feel foolish?
Tree branch? Oh, it must have got some sort of seed stuck in his
he wasn't
stuck
a
in his
smoker,
throat or
or he
something.
might have caused a tiny forest fire. And
guess
nobody
centimeter.
fell for this one.
I mean, I would be shocked if I found a system along that size. You guys are catching up to me. Yeah, that's why I said, really?
This is round 2.
That's what happens when you inhale
Exciting.
acorns into your lungs.
Select a category.
Oh, well, I'll have to... Oh, there's some good ones in here.
Okay, here's the question. PETA has asked officials in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania to replace Punxsutawney Phil, the Groundhog Day groundhog, with blank. Type in your lies now.
Oh, that's interesting.
Hurry up, use a suggestion if you can't think of anything.
Interesting. So this is how you guys probably stumbled across
which
the
one's
truth.
the truth?
So, I accidentally put in the truth. My first lie was the truth, and it told me that, so I know the answer to this question now.
Okay, let's take a look.
I'd never seen that before. Somehow I guessed my lie was actually the truth. Unicorn was a good answer. That's right. And changing mine from robot to a little person was
And
no
that
easy
means
feat.
some of these didn't get picked.
See, I put a robot and it said, sorry, that's the truth. Pick another answer. It's like, oh, really? Never seen that before.
All right, pick a category.
Well, that just sounds like something PETA would do. Why don't you use people? You wouldn't use people for that. Not that they all
here's the
sound like
question. Johnny Depp was made an honorary member of the Comanche Nation and given a descriptive Comanche name. His Comanche name, Mawume, means blank.
that.
Enter
Like
your
that.
lies now.
I mean, I don't know what to put for this.
Hurry, hit the... All right, where's the truth?
Ooh. Funny guy, huh? Shapeshifter dances with pirates. Pirate captain and know-it-all. Oh, gosh.
All right, who picked what?
Shapeshifter was a good one. And it's the truth.
Well, everyone got it right. Nice. Which is short for man who shifts into white face makeup time after time.
Yep.
And that's it.
Thought it had something to do
Nobody
with
else's
his
lives got picked.
easily able to blend into any role kind of thing. That's what I thought it would be. Still only 1,500 away. Dances with pirates.
Time to pick a category.
As I said, I had no idea what to put on this one. Let's go with a safe answer.
Okay, here's the question. Used in medical studies, a robot at the UK's Health and Safety Laboratory goes by the name Blank Larry. Type in your lies now. Okay, here you go. Find the truth.
I mean, this is a tough one. I actually, this one is really tough for me.
All right, let's see what everybody picked.
I almost put Leisure Suit Jet Streamer, but I figured people would know that one. Yep, good one, Peter. I thought for sure it was something weird like Bob, Robert Larry or something like that. Licky. That was a good one. Locks Larry. Could have done that. Labby. Good job, Chad. Just give me a run for my money.
And look what we have here.
That's the truth. Vomiting Larry.
And that means this lie didn't get picked.
Yep. Long tooth. I was like, I couldn't think of anything. It started with an L. So I'm thinking long on the tooth. I'm ahead by 500. Locks, you're giving me a run for your money. Chid is actually surprisingly in third. You're usually doing better, but at this moment. All comes down to the final question.
The final fibbage. One question left for all the marbles, and everything is worth triple. Good luck. Here's your final fibbage question. Name of the experimental grilled pineapple sandwich from McDonald's that lost out in a sales contest to the Filet-O-Fish. Enter your lies now. Okay, here are your choices.
I like that. I can't say the other names because it makes it something we're so close. I don't want to give a hint.
Okay, what did everyone pick?
Big Kahuna Burger. Hawaiian. Yes! You guys may have put me over the edge with that one. Hula Burger was a good one too. And it's the truth. Locks, you gave me a run for my money on that one.
The other lies up there.
Flying Hawaiian does sound like something. Big Kahuna Burger. That's that burger joint. That's that Hawaiian joint down the street, right? That's my terrible Samuel Jackson impression. Thanks, guys. That was a good one. Flying Hawaiian was a good one. I don't know. I do have work to get done tonight, but I'm not quite at 3 hours yet. If you guys want to go again, somebody click it. I'll do one more. But after that, I gotta get to bed. Well, not to bed. I gotta get work done so I can get to bed.
Hey there, I'm your host, Cookie, and I'm here to add meaning to your empty lives. Okay, a 4-person game. Thanks for acknowledging my OCD and having an even number. Let's do this. This is round 1, and that means you get 500 points for everyone you fool with your made-up answer.
What does that burger look
for
like?
Finding the truth.
Yep, I agree, Jet Streamer.
Select a category.
Oh, good, I get a chance at this one again.
Okay, here's your first question. Coca-Cola once commissioned a video game from Atari called Pepsi Blank.
Oh,
Type
come
in
on,
your
people.
lies now.
I like the answer I get too, but I come on, you gotta know this one. If you watch my channel, I'm sure I've mentioned this before. You guys have.
Okay, which one's the truth?
Yeah, so one of you knew it. At least one of you knew it on there. Oh,
let's see what everybody
I didn't even
selected.
think about Pepsi Man. Pepsi Man. That was a good one, Peter. Because it actually is, but not from Atari. Pepsi Panic. Chid, you knew this one, didn't you? Yep. I knew it too. Pepsi Invaders. There's a clone of
And
Space
that
Invaders. I thought somebody was going to pick Pepsi Paratroopers, though. They had to. Pepsi Panic was a good one,
Time
too.
to pick a category.
There were definitely there's some good answers in there. Even though I knew the answer, I looked at it and second guessed it.
Well, we ain't waiting forever.
Deja
Okay,
vu
here's
for
the
some
question.
reason.
You are experiencing the Mariko Aoki phenomenon when you have the urge to poop while blank. Enter your lies now.
Oh yeah, I got this one. I know all about stomach problems. Mariko Aoki.
Okay, here you go. Find the truth.
These are all good answers. You guys are making me really.
Okay, let's
You guys are
take a
making me
look.
really work for it this time. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, that was one hell of a lie. A hell of a lie.
That's right. And I got the truth. That one
And you're
seems so
experiencing
ridiculous.
the young Cookie Masterson phenomenon when you actually do it in the reference section.
Nice,
And nobody
guys.
fell for
Nice.
some of these ingenious lies.
Oh yeah, that was a game-winning domination round right there. We just need to keep this going. I didn't know it.
All
That
right,
was a
pick
guess.
category.
I just picked something I thought for sure couldn't be it.
Okay, here's the question. Instead of having guard dogs, police in rural parts of China's Xinjiang province use blank. Type in your lies now.
Oh, this is easy. I'm enjoying myself too much this round.
All right, where's the truth?
Oh gosh. Oh, why is this so tough? Oh. I'm going with my gut again. The one that I honestly think it couldn't possibly be. That's the one I'm going
All
with
right,
again.
let's see what everybody picked.
Good one. Good one, Locks. Very good.
Nice lie.
Geese. Geese was it? That was it?
Yeah, you think it's funny, and then one day you get tased by a goose. And that
I would
means
believe
some of
I would
these
believe
didn't
goats
get
over
picked.
geese. Nobody picked dragons? I was gonna put panda, but I thought for sure somebody else was gonna put panda. Nice. I think goats was a good one.
Now it's round 2, where all point values are doubled. Let's do it. Time to pick a category.
Is that because of Untitled Goose Game? Is that why that one wasn't picked?
Okay, here's the question. In 1988, George H.W. Bush celebrated Halloween by dressing up as blank.
I would
Enter
have
your
been
lies now.
I would have been 2 years old, so I definitely remember this one. I don't know, is this something that's going to show up on his Twitter account?
Hurry, hit the like.
May he
Okay,
rest in
here
peace.
are your choices.
Ooh, very good answers. I'm going to assume not one of those.
All right, who picked what?
I assume not Freddy Krueger. That would be too divisive. A Ghost, I almost picked Ghost. Good job, Locke. I almost picked Ghost, seriously. Bill Clinton. That's right. Pays to know history. Oh, come on, did I get it? Of course. That sounds like something he would do. That guy had no personality.
And we're done.
Oh, I hope not, Jet Screamer. That's why I said, is this going to show up on Facebook and social media? I hope not, Blackface. It was not right back then, and it's not right today, for sure.
Select a category. Okay, here's the question. Chad Orzel wrote the book How to Teach Blank to Your Dog. Type in your lies now.
I think I got this one. I was expecting mine to get the, you entered the truth again. That's the first time I've ever done that. Just by accident, not knowing the question, and it said, you entered the truth. You need to choose a different answer.
Use a suggestion if you can't think. Okay, which one's the truth?
Good answers. Very good answers. I don't know who Chad Orzel is, though. This one was tough, guys.
Let's see what everybody selected.
But I went with the song. That's right. The sign language. R-E-S-P-C-T. Locke found out what it meant to me. Physics? Really? Nice one, Peter.
And maybe your dog can teach physics to me. And the rest of the board goes unselected.
Jet Streamer, yours was on track with calculus. Man, that is crazy. I thought for sure sign language because I just saw Kong versus Godzilla.
All right, pick a
and
category.
Sign language makes an appearance in there. So I thought for sure that would be something someone would pick.
Okay, here's the question.
I grew up in Kansas
Evergreen
Cemetery.
Cemetery includes an odd statue of Jesus wearing blank. Enter your lies now.
This song's gonna be stuck in my head when I try to go to sleep.
Hurry, hit the lie for me button if you can't think of something.
What else we got?
Okay, here you go. Find the truth.
Well, we all put some sort of clothing. Like a hat. Cowboy boots, white clothes, flip-flops, armor. These are all good answers. If I knew where Evergreen Cemetery was, that would help.
Okay, what did everyone pick?
Armor, good answer. That was a good one. Good one, Locke. And Locke, you fell for mine. Come on, cowboy boots. Yes, Peter and I knew that one. Yeah,
Evergreen Cemetery is, of course, in Texas. And nobody fell for some of these ingenious lies.
Have you guys seen Dogma where he's like... He's got the thumbs up that. The new hip modern Jesus. For today's masses. So blasphemous,
It's
but
time
sometimes so
for
funny.
the final fibbage. Just one final question, and it's worth triple.
Yep.
Good luck. Okay, here is your final fibbage question.
This is it, guys. This is
Brand
for all the
name of
marbles.
the criminal dolls for children with names like Dickie the Dealer and Bonnie Ann Bribe. Type in your lies now.
Not my proudest answer.
Hurry up! Use a suggestion if you can't think of anything.
I think when we have more people, it gives us more time.
All right, where's the truth?
Oh. Oh, I like these answers. Good ones, guys. Gosh. I mean, it's gotta be. You guys did all good. I mean, honestly, I don't see a bad answer up there to try. Oh, your browser crashed? Oh, sorry about that, Chip. Sorry about your luck.
What everybody picked.
See, I thought Bad Babies. Oh, that was their lie. Okay. Huggies was a good one. And it's the truth. Oh.
And that means some of these didn't get picked.
Nobody liked Jailbait Barbie? That was mine. I'm like, not my proudest answer. Shit was hanging in there in the end. That was a good one, guys. I was shocked of how well I did that one. It helped because I knew a couple of the questions, or at least guessed a couple of the questions. But that's it, guys. I gotta... At that point, I gotta let you guys go. I can't believe it's already been 3 hours. That flew by for me. I definitely like it. Yeah, I had that one all the way. It really depends on the questions and if you can correctly guess. If you can correctly guess the question, excuse me, it almost doesn't matter if you can lie. So yeah, that was fun. I do appreciate you guys helping me try that out. We should do that again sometime. Although this time I was not able to stream because I wasn't able to play a game, like a normal game that I would usually stream because of that. So yeah, absolutely. Had a lot of fun with this one. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's coming up over the week. And for some reason, my eye's starting to water. I have allergies and this is not working out here real quick. So give me a second. I'll let you know what's coming up this week in the channel. I do plan to stream again on Tuesday. Hopefully my allergies will be more under control. I ran out of my Claritin S-style thing, so all of a sudden, if I get a breeze of air from the outside, my eyes really do understand half. Hey, that works out. You had some good answers in there, Peter. I'm not gonna lie. You fooled me a couple times on there, too, with some of those answers. So definitely did good there. This week on Thursday, just to let you guys know, there's probably going to be a gap eventually in my schedule, just because when I was sick is during my school spring break, and that's usually when I take time to work on, like, get ahead on videos, or at least get ahead on capturing footage, scripting, you know, doing voice recordings, then I edit the rest of the stuff throughout the coming weeks. But since I was so sick this time, I was not able to get ahead on any work, so I'm kind of behind the 8 ball. This week I do have a video ready. Next week's kind of iffy. But after that, there may be a gap of a couple weeks before I can get back on schedule. So this week I have a retro game hunting or video game hunting video coming out. So thanks, Peter. I appreciate that. I am on the upswing. Like I said, I was sick a couple weeks ago, but like I said, just the time frame that I was sick in was not a good time frame to be sick. I mean, it worked out good. The best it could have possibly worked out. But yeah, it just means I'm a little bit behind on video production. So, and because I'm constantly working on video projects, you're just not going to notice it until like 3 or 4 weeks after I was actually sick. So hopefully we'll make it, but if not, I will continue to stream. So that's a good thing. And especially, I want to thank everyone who was in the chat today. Chid, Lox, Peter, thanks for joining me on the game. If you guys like this stuff, let me know if you guys watching this later. Let me know below. I stream on Tuesdays, starting at 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time. And if you guys want to play a game with me, just let me know in the chat, and I'll pull this game up or something close to it. I'd love to try You Don't Know Jack, but it is a bit more like you really need the latency down there. So thank you everyone for playing tonight. If I don't see you on Thursday for the video, I hope to see you guys back here next Tuesday night for the stream. That said, have a great week, everybody, and I guess I'll see you in the next one. Have a great